Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pony Fanfic Theater. With me, and silentkilerX is going to listen in to my story. Not my story, somebody else's story. This is called Fluffershy by Friendly Uncle. Let's begin. Come on, Twilight. It is the only thing I haven't tried yet. It has to work. Spike, I think you're just going to have to trust me on this one. When I tell you, I'm pretty sure giving you armpit hair isn't going to make Rarity like you. You're harshing my buzz here, Twilight. Oh, thank God there's Pinkie Pie. Let's go. She wants, shall we? This conversation isn't over! Twilight Sparkle sighed as she hopped down the stairs to the library's ground floor, Spike rumbling along behind her. Pinkie Pie was standing in the library's open door, looking around slowly as though she was expecting to find someone watching her. Twilight raised an eyebrow and trotted over. Hey, Pinkie, is everything okay? Feeling twitchy? Pinkie shook her head. Twilight, I think I found something bad. I don't know what to do with it. Damn it.
Walking with me.
The purple unicorn frowned. Pinkie was standing fairly still, tail dragging behind her. Her usual smile in place, but looking more than a little forced. She wasn't laughing. Ponyville was fucked. Oh no, is someone dead? Is there a plague? Are we being attacked by dragons or zombies? Pinkie blinked. What? There hasn't been any zombies in Ponyville since the great zombie epidemic of 856, when Wilhelmina Pie drove back the hordes of undead by luring the parasprites out of Everfree Forest and getting them to eat the zombies, which of course led to zombie parasprites. But it turns out zombie parasprites can't actually reproduce because they are dead, so a force of marching bands 500 ponies strong sent them back to the cracks of doom and destroyed the zombie crown, freeing all of Equestria from Lord Nautius' cold skeletal grip. Twilight gaped. Anyhow, it's nothing that interesting. I was looking through Mr. Cake's movie collection for something to watch for my movie watching party, and I found this. Pinkie opened her saddlebag and pulled out a DVD case. Twilight blinked. Then it levitated it out of Pinkie's mouth so she could get a better look. What the? Is that some pony's ass? The biggest ever? 3 hours of pure pony pleasure? Pinkie, this is a porno. I know that, but Twilight, look at the mare in the front. All I'm seeing is ass. Pinkie, yellow, butterfly-covered, pink-tailed, Celestia's Gaskin? That looks exactly like Fluttershy. Pinkie nodded so hard that she almost tipped over. I know, I can't believe it. I would never thought Fluttershy would do something like this. I mean, maybe Rarity, and I'd be surprised if Dash hasn't. And I could see maybe you. But Fluttershy? Put her in front of a camera and she'll have a heart attack. Much less trying to get her to have sex. Yeah, I know. Wait, B? You could see me doing pornography, Pinkie? What the hell? We all know it's always the nerds that are secretly sex fiends, Twilight. Spike, who had been seeing some of the reading material under Twilight's bread, simply nodded sagely. Look what Princess Celestia and I happen to do when alone is between us and her video camera, and not available for public consumption. I mean, my personal life is not on trial here. What I'm worried about is what circumstances would drive Fluttershy to do something like this. We should ask her if she needs money, at the very least. Whoa, hold on, said Spike. Are we jumping to conclusions here? We don't know for sure if that's Fluttershy in the box. We just know it looks a lot like her, and I doubt either you have spent enough time studying her rear end to be able to tell for sure. That's a good point, Twilight said. Somewhat deflated. If this isn't Fluttershy, she's going to be horribly offended when she finds out we assumed she did porn at the drop of a hat. We need to be sure. We should watch the video, said Pinkie. Excellent suggestion, agreed Spike. What? Look, you two, I'm as curious as anybody. But one thing I am not curious about is watching Fluttershy mate, and definitely not for 3 hours. What in tarnation did I just walk into? They startled. They turned to find Applejack standing in the doorway, staring at the three of them in shock. Twilight blushed, then used her magic to swing the library's door securely closed. Oh, Applejack, Pinky nearly sobbed. It's just terrible. Fluttershy's a whore. Applejack's face slowly exploded into an expression of horrified confusion. Twilight sighed and levitated the DVD case in front of her. The confusion left Applejack's face as she examined the cover, but horror remained. What? Y'all are telling me that's Fluttershy? You seriously think she cashed in her candy cooter for a cold coinage? I can't credit that. I don't know if I believe it either, said Twilight gently, but the evidence is right here. Either some pony is presenting pictures of her posterior to peddle pony pornography without permission, or Fluttershy is a porn star. Either way, I say we find the ponies responsible and buck their teeth out, snarled Applejack, taking advantage of poor Fluttershy. Wild ponies! But we don't know for sure, said Pinky. It might be some kind of mistake. Which is why we need to watch it, said Spike, trying not to smile. Twilight sighed. I suppose we have to, or at least enough of it to determine whether or not it is really her. Then what are we waiting for? Asking Pinky. Let's pop this sucker in. Pop it into what? asked Twilight. This is a library for books, not movies. I don't have a DVD player. But we can't watch it at the cake shop, said Pinky. If Mr. Cake finds out that I found his secret stash, he'll be disappointed in me. Don't look at me, said Applejack. We don't even have a TV over in Sweet Apple Acres. I have a hard enough time getting Apple Bloom to do her homework as it is. Who do we know? Who do we know that would have a DVD player that we can trust with something like this? Must Spike. You want to watch what? Asked Rarity, aghast. Please, Rarity? Asked Twilight. We want to be sure it's actually Fluttershy so we know how concerned we need to be. I mean, think about it. This is Fluttershy. Blushes when she talks about bunnies, doing it probably crying when she saw her first unsheathed stallion, and can't even walk in front of a camera without making a squeaking noise that shatters the lens. Fluttershy. Can you imagine what would have happened to drive her to making pornography? Oh my god.
This is awesome.
Something catastrophic, said Applejack. She must have spent all of her bits on bunnies, said Pinkie Pie, with nothing left for herself. Pinkie curled up onto the ground shivering, and began speaking of an uncanny imitation of Fluttershy's quiet whisper. Oh, woe is me, for I have given my last bit of rabbit food, and now I shall soon starve. Spike swallowed her over to her, gleefully stroking an imaginary mustache. Well, hello, little filly. Looks like you've been in a tight spot. Could I interest you in a job? Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I'll do anything you ask, sir. Anything? Oh my. Oh, sir, you wouldn't. You couldn't. That's right. Now get in front of that camera and shake your tail. But, sir, this is so wrong. I'll go to pony hell. Not my problem. Now here comes your co-star, Bigger McIntosh. Oh, Rarity, help me. Watch my pornography and help me, please. Alright, that's quite enough, sighed Rarity, massaging her forehead with a hoof. If theatrics were necessary, I'll let you view that thing. And then when you've all been proven wrong, then you will feel all the more foolish for it. Fluttershy will never do anything like this. It takes poise and charm to prose properly for a movie of this nature, and she certainly doesn't have it. How would you know that? Asked Twilight suspiciously. Well, I dabbed in acting before I found my true calling, and I've done a few films that I'm not particularly proud of.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, let's just watch this thing. I wanted to get it over with. And I thank you two not to insinuate that my big brother Ruts is in front of the cameras for money, said Applejack, glaring at Spike and Pinky. I didn't say that. I was insinuating that you're Pinky shoved the cupcake down your Spike's throat. Rarity set up the DVD player, and they sat down on a big fluffy couch to watch. Popcorn? Offered Pinky. Shh. The movie started off with a techno beat soundtrack, and then quickly degenerated into a standard plot. Oh my goodness, I don't have enough bits to pay for the pizza, or this package that's just been delivered. If only I had some way to make it up to both of you gentle goats. Wow, said Applejack. She's taking the whole thing. Never I could manage that myself, commented Rarity. Gag reflex. I really like the music, said Pinky, bouncing up and down in time with the beat. Spike was very quiet. I think you're missing the obvious here, said Twilight weirdly, because that's clearly is not Fluttershy. Of course it isn't, said Rainbow Dash. That's Mandy Mare. She was the first ever DP scene. Handled it like a pro, in my opinion. Twilight almost jumped out of the fur. Rainbow Dash, what are you doing here? You guys are watching porn without me? I'm insulted. How could you possibly know? I have my sources. Whoa, down there now, said Applejack, turning to look at the sky blue Pegasus. Dash, you've seen this movie before? Seen it? Dash chuckled. I have it on VHS and DVD, special edition too.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Lesbian.
I know. Then y'all can tell us if this here is the right case, or we've all been hornswoggled. Rainbow Dash blinked as Rarity levitated the DVD cover in front of her. What? That's the right case, yeah. Why would... Oh! Dash grinned wickedly. You guys are watching this because Fluttershy's in it, you perverts. We're not the ones who own 3 copies of this and never told any pony that poor Fluttershy's been reduced into a mating on camera for a living. Rarity was irate. Whoa, hold on, said Dash, raising her hooves defensively. This isn't what it looks like. Just wait for the hour and 36-minute mark, and you'll see what I mean. Twilight levitated her own control and started fast-forwarding. You guys are no fun, grumped Rainbow Dash. Over a course of an hour and a half, the actors apparently picked up another mare and 2 stallions in the process of moving into Mandy's bedroom. Just as Twilight hit play, a familiar-looking Pegasus pony nervously crept into the frame. The camera immediately zoomed in and focused it on her butt. Excuse me, I'm very sorry everyone, but I've been sent to tell you that you're all going to pony hell! The set was lit up with lurid red spotlights as a fresh batch of stallions leapt into the scene, waving pitchforks. Fluttershy let out a quiet yelp and scampered off. What? Asked Applejack. That's it? Asked Pinkie Pie. Those costumes are hideous, commented Rarity. She wasn't extra. Twilight was incredulous. This film was made a couple years ago, Rainbow Dash explained, pausing the action and rewinding so Fluttershy was back on the screen. They needed a Pegasus to damn every pony to pony hell, so they held a casting call without telling every pony exactly what the part was. I brought Fluttershy with me when I auditioned it, but the director liked her so much she paid her triple the going rate for that scene. She used the money to build her house. That's a pretty gratuitous ass shot for the cameo, said Rarity. Yeah, I don't think she knew they had that camera right behind her. I always figured that it was better than she didn't find out. Hello, every pony, she said a quiet voice. I've been looking for you all day. What's going on in this... Oh, applesauce. No, Fluttershy, Twilight panicked. Don't look! No! My secret shame and sin! It's okay, Fluttershy. Well, Pinky, we're not judging you. I promise we're not judging you. Fluttershy paused in the act of attempting to commit seppuku with Angel Buddy's carrot. You're not? Nah, I think it's pretty cool, actually. And you have a fantastic ass, said a greeting Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy turned an interesting shade of red Angel took his carrot back, gave the assembled ponies the bird, and hopped away. So, I gotta admit, I'm being a little curious now, said Twilight. After you sent them all to Pony Hell, how did this end? Fluttershy blinked and slowly clambered up into the couch. Well, first they start using pitchforks, which were all actually husbandry aids. Oh, thank God it's over.